Welcome back to America Decides. President-elect Trump's nominee to lead the Environmental Protection Agency appeared at his confirmation hearing today, and during questioning, former New York Congressman Lee Zeldin said he believes climate change is real.
Do you agree with President-elect Trump that climate change is a hoax?
Well, first off, Senator, it was great to meet with you as well. I believe that climate change is real, as I told you.
CBS News senior coordinating producer from our climate unit, Tracy Wolf, joins us now. Tracy, good to see you. So we had nominees from President-elect Energy, Interior, EPA appear before these Senate hearings. And in one way or another, all more or less say they believe that climate change is a factor and it is real. But did they tell the senators anything about what they might do about it, or what the Trump administration policies might do to make it worse or possibly better?
Yes, that's a great question, Major. And I have to admit, I was rather surprised how frequently climate change came up in all three of these hearings. It was pretty much a consensus from both the committee members and the nominees that it was real, it's a problem, it needs to be addressed. And I think part of the reason that was happening was because of what we're seeing in Los Angeles. In terms of what these nominees will do to address climate change, it's really hard to say. You know, when it came to Lee Zeldin, he said he will fulfill the mission of the EPA, which is to protect human health and the environment, but not at the cost of the economy. So I think when it comes to the Environmental Protection Agency, under Biden, we saw a lot of policies that the industry argued was very expensive. And I think from the EPA, you're going to be seeing potentially, should he be confirmed, you will see an administrator take a slightly relaxed approach to regulations that do not impact the economic bottom line.
And for the Interior Department, that is about federal lands management. And
Correct.
There is a great question always, but it's been given higher visibility during the Biden administration about restricting areas so there can't be exploration for natural gas or oil. The Trump administration is probably going to reevaluate that, to put it mildly, might expedite that kind of exploration for natural gas and oil.
Yes, definitely. There was absolutely a tension point in that hearing talking about states' rights, federal rights. Chairman Lee brought up the fact that 1/3 of U.S. lands are federal lands, and obviously states want to develop resources on those lands. And so it definitely came up about how can we continue to develop those that energy resource. Of course, it's often forgotten about under the Biden administration that we were producing record amounts of fossil fuels under the Biden administration, as well as developing renewable energy resources. So a lot came up about wind, about developing those fossil fuel resources in a lot of different parts of the country. And, nominee Doug Burgum definitely talked about wanting to make sure that he's doing a balanced baseline approach, meaning he doesn't want to put all his eggs in one energy basket. The term all above energy approach was a common term both between Burgum and the Department of Energy nominee Chris Wright.
And for Chris Wright, the Department of Energy, you just invoked his name. There was at that confirmation hearing an expression of anxiety and real fear with those in the environmental movement who many times gave their voice to protesting to interrupt that process.
Yes, of the three confirmation hearings I listened to, the Department of Energy one was definitely the most explosive, mostly because it was interrupted at least 4 times by protesters. 10 people were arrested, and all of them were shouting different things about climate change, about the role of the fossil fuel industry in igniting, the fires in LA, which of course the industry itself didn't ignite those fires, but obviously there's a lot of blame on the industry as a whole.
Weather patterns influenced by climate change, that is the large sort of full-scale issue. Some of it addressed during these confirmation hearings, much to be addressed in one way or another in the incoming Trump administration. Tracy Wolf, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.